with Kyle Evans. Grow with Kyle Evans.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet. Kyle Evans coming to you today for your daily checkup from the neck up. Man, do I have something to talk about today? I got a message that I believe that everybody needs to hear. Today, I want to tell you something that happened to me last night and some wisdom that I took away, and I want to impart upon you. Guys, there are moments in life where the room feels bigger than us. There are moments in life where sometimes the tables are shining a little too bright, right? Sometimes the suits that you see in the room are a little sharper than your own. Sometimes the air itself carries this weight of perfection and expectation that you may not feel you have. And in those rooms, some would call them stuffy, some would call them shiny. In that room, someone then walks in wearing truth, not wearing armor, no disguise, no pretend, no costume, just being themselves. And then the room begins to tilt. Because in that moment, you're reminded of what actually matters. Today, I want to talk to you about belonging. Today, I want to talk to you about your image. Today, I want to talk to you about the quiet power of showing up anyway. Last night, I had the opportunity to go sit and be a cheerleader. I got to be a cheerleader for my womb mate, my twin brother. He was recognized as 40 under 40 business person for our capital area. We're in this massive banquet hall at this super nice place. It's polished, it's curated, great food, evening, like all the things. You guys know what I'm talking about. In the room, you have young leaders, you have top businesses and top government officials for our entire capital area. You have the next generation all in one place. People are suited and booted. We're looking fancy. We're feeling fancy. We're raising the glass. We got the champs, the champagne on ice, all the things, guys, the premier stuff. Everyone's as fancy as they can be. And then something happens. We're sitting at our table waiting for the event to start. And at the table, you have my brother, the honoree, right? And then his guests of honor, the people that he brings, the people that supported him, the people that got him there. So we're all there. We're hanging out. And then one of our friends walks in. Everyone's in suits and nice dresses. And he walks in shorts and a polo shirt. Not because he chose to, because that's all he had. And there was one thing that we could see on his face. Am I worthy enough to be in here right now? He even made a joke, said, well, you know, all of my suits, they're just at the dry cleaners. He doesn't have one. But he showed up anyway. And you could tell the weight that he was carrying of being in this environment, being drastically underdressed for the occasion. And he says this sentence to my brother, and I'm so glad I could hear it. He said, should I leave? The question is bigger than clothes. It's the question that people, all of us, carry into job interviews. Maybe we carry it into masterminds. Maybe we carry it into church coaching calls. Maybe we're carrying it even into our own dreams. The question that we ask ourselves is, do I belong here? Do I measure up? Do I have permission to stay? And I got to watch this awesome moment because my brother, without skipping a beat, looks at him and says, "You're one of us. You're part of the reason I'm here. Who cares what they think?" Right there, I got to watch identity over image. I got to watch relationships over optics. I got to watch belonging over performance. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's the heart of leadership. That's the real dress code of greatness. Here's the thing that we forget in business health. Here's the thing we forget in our lives. The rooms that you're in don't make you worthy. Titles do not verify you. Clothes don't crown you. It's your character. It's your consistency. It's your contribution. People look the part every day and still play small, while others show up underdressed, but emotionally they're overdressed. Emotionally, they're crowned with things like loyalty, with things like grit, with things like love. There are two kinds of people in every single room. They're the ones that look impressive, and then they're the ones who carry the weight. Our friend carried the weight enough for my brother to say, "You helped me get here. You carried the bricks. I don't care what the optics look like. That's the real tuxedo." How many rooms are we afraid to walk into because of insecurity? Because of not feeling enough, not feeling like we fit in. Maybe we have imposter syndrome. How many rooms do we avoid because we fear that we don't fit the aesthetic? We don't fit the mold. Conferences, networking events, leadership tables, even guys, even the gym, even church. People hesitate because they think the requirement is perfection. But the requirement is simply this: presence. Stop disqualifying yourself from rooms that you were built to grow in. Stop assuming that the room wants a version of you that you have to fabricate. Here's one of the things that I've learned: stop assuming that everyone else is confident. Because I can tell you something about that room. I can tell you something about rooms just like it across the nation. A big part of that room is faking it. The other big part of that room is praying that no one finds out that they're faking it. And then there's a small few that's left. Those small few are too focused on becoming the best version of themselves to judge anybody. The room belongs to the ones that show up. I just need you to show up. I need you to be finding the right table, the one of people carrying the weight, the one of people who don't just look impressive on the outside, but who are impressive on the inside. I want you to sit at a table where no matter what you're wearing, people are saying to you, "You're one of us. You helped me build this." What my brother did last night was leadership in its purest form. He didn't protect the optics. He protected the person. That's culture. That's loyalty. That's building a kingdom that matters. If you're a leader out there in your community, in your home, in your business, I want you to ask yourself, when people come into my world feeling unworthy, do I make them feel smaller or do I lift them up higher? When people come into my world feeling unworthy, do I make them smaller or do I lift them higher? My brother handed our friend his dignity back in a room that was most certainly judging him. He handed him his dignity back when he, I can almost guarantee you, was judging himself. He gave him permission to be at the victor's table because he was part of the story. I want you to write this down and understand this. Worth is not measured in fabric, it's measured in faithfulness. When you create a culture of you're one of us, people will fight, sacrifice, and serve with a level of devotion that you cannot buy. People don't leave bad companies, they leave bad leaders. My challenge to you today is very simple. I want you to enter a room, a conversation, a relationship, a table that you've been avoiding. I want you to say yes to something that you've been shrinking from because you don't got a suit and all you got is shorts. I want you to stop waiting until you look the part and I want you to start acting like you belong to the future you're building. Because here's the truth, you do. The only person that matters that's checking out your outfit is your own damn insecurity. The room is waiting on your voice, not your wardrobe. Leaders out there, I want you to make your life a place where people feel safe showing up as they are. Make your table a place where people don't need to hide. Make your circle one where someone can walk in wearing shorts to an award banquet and still feel like family. Because that's actual leadership. That's actual legacy. That's love with its sleeves rolled up. Whether you're the one in the shorts walking to the table or you're the one at the table, I want you to remember that question. When people come in my world feeling unworthy, do I make them smaller or do I lift them up higher? Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know if you know this, today wasn't about wearing the right thing to an event, because belonging is the real dress code of greatness. The rooms get their power from the people, not from the clothing. I don't need you to fit in. I need you to be you. I want you to remember this last line. Worth is not measured in fabric, it's measured in faithfulness. Guys, a quick hitter for you this morning. Just wanted to share that with you. Just wanted to share that awesome moment that I got to watch. And I want to let you know that wisdom and magic is everywhere, but you just got to be looking for it. You just got to be looking for it. Guys, I love you. I mean it. Quick one today. I will not be with you tomorrow. I'll be on vacation with my beautiful bride and my brother. I trust that this message was landing to the person that needed to hear it today. And I hope that you go out and have an epic couple of days. And stop worrying about your shorts. when everyone else is rocking a suit. Maybe that's exactly what the room needed. Kyle Evans signing off for today. I'll see you guys next week.
Grow with Kyle Evans.